I'm on record as saying that the lottery is a pretty unique night in the league. I think it's one of the few nights that materially affects the future of the league in a way that's pretty significant. So it's definitely a big night, not just for the Thunder, but for the entire league and everyone that's involved with it. With that being said, I think everybody understands that we have absolutely no control over how this night is going to go or how it's going to play out. Um, and that in this case, the outcome matters a lot more than the odds. So, there are odds and there's probabilities, but they matter very little because it's not like they're running the lottery simulation 110, 15 times. They're doing it once. So, the outcomes matter more than the odds here. And we've had some experience with that. So because of that, there's these big swings that can happen. You can be picking as low as 8, you can be picking as high as 1. And we just have to kind of understand that we have no control over that, and we'll just roll with whatever the outcome is and make the most of it. Because that's the system that we have. Now, I do think it's worth noting that, since the last time we drafted in the top 5, it's 2009, 80% of the league has drafted in the top 5. And, beyond that, half of the league has drafted twice in the top 5, and 1/3 of the league has drafted 3 times in that span. And I believe one team's drafted 8 times in the top 5 since that point in time. So it gives you an idea of just, how often teams are in that position across the league. And in some cases, it's very beneficial. In other cases, it doesn't work out quite as well as the data, would make you think. But it affects every team differently. And for us, and we've been very clear and transparent about the fact that, chance and luck play an outsized role in the NBA. Irrespective, where your team is located, you're going to need luck on the margins for sure. But obviously, for a good majority of the teams, luck in the lottery is a pretty big indicator of future success. So it makes me also always come back to one concept, which is that, the NBA is not really like a chess game. In a chess game, everybody starts from the same place, have the same number of pieces, and you get to the end of the game, you start over, and everybody goes back to the same square, goes back to the same starting point. The NBA is more like poker, where you get a very random hand, and you have to play the hand that you're given. And those hands can be dealt to you in different ways. It could be the outcome of the lottery, it could be different things. I think the real skill comes in being able to play the hands that you've been dealt over time to the best of your ability, and to be able to stay in the game to continue to have future hands. And, so a lot of times I think chess is a really good example of things that go well. But I think in relation to the NBA, I think the NBA is more like poker because of the uncertainties and the fact that so much of it is out of your hand, and everyone's starting from a different starting point.